Welcome back to Double Down University. I'm back at you guys with a Prizepicks video, and today we'll be going to MLB. My favorite sport is back in action today. It's opening day today. This year will look a lot different than previous years based on these major rule changes to baseball. First off, being the pitch clock. Pitch clock this year is the first time they're implementing this. They implemented this in the minor leagues last year, and they kind of tested it out, but this year is like the first full year in the MLB that they will try this out. And with the pitch clock, the pitcher has 15 seconds to throw the ball with nobody on base. So 15 seconds after he receives the ball from the catcher to throw another pitch, and then 20 seconds if a runner's on base in between throwing the next pitch. And then also pickoffs is a big change. So pitchers are only allowed 2 pickoff attempts at any base, whether it's first, second, or third, to kind of hold the runners on and make sure they don't advance via stolen base. So if the second time that they throw over and they don't tag the runner out, if they throw over there again and they don't tag the runner out, then it's considered a balk. And what a balk is, they basically like a free pass in bingo. You get to move up to the next base, whatever base you are at, whether it's first, second, or third. Like if the bases are loaded, and let's say he tries to pick them off 3 times going towards either first base or whatever base, but normally you don't see that with the bases loaded because the runner's going to advance regardless. So you mostly see that with like one runner on first base, and you don't want them to steal second and get in the scoring position. So that's a big change. Another one that I probably stated was so pitching clock, the pickoff attempts, and also bigger bases. Bigger bases is going to be a huge difference too as well, because of it's going to be more stolen bases and more base hits, based on the fact that if a hitter was to hit the ball to the shortstop or the third baseman and they were to throw towards the first base side, then the runner will have a bigger surface area to kind of put his foot down. Almost equate that to like a track runner when he tries to break the tape, and they have that extra stride to be able to get there at a quicker time. So that's kind of imagine that as like a base runner running down first base line, and he stretches out his last stride to get and tag the base, so he will have a bigger surface area to put his foot on. But also this is an attempt to prevent a lot of injuries and collisions that happen down the first base line of a player doing what I previously described. And let's say a first baseman tries to tag him and gets in the base path of where he's running, and be able to like twist his wrist up or twist his foot on the bag. So a lot of that is to kind of prevent injuries. So that's another big difference too as well. And then, as I stated, like if they're going to second base and they're trying to steal a base, if you were to slide and the infielder gets the ball and he tags you, and let's say your foot comes off the base by like a fraction of the time, then you're considered out. So you'll see a lot more stolen bases because they'll be able to stand up and still keep their foot on the bag because the bag is bigger. And last but not least, no more infield shifts. So no more of you're putting 5 outfielders in the 5 people in the outfield. You take a shortstop or a third baseman and put them in the outfield. All 4 infielders have to have their feet on the dirt at all times during like an at bat. So, but you can switch up, your different rotations and stuff. Each batter, but you're not allowed to do that in the same batting sequence. So that's a big thing as well. But moving on, those are really big changes, which a lot of these rules will lead to more offense, based on the fact that the pitcher is just going to have to turn into a thrower instead of just an organic pitcher, and being able to think a strategy out on how to get the batter out. So this is kind of an advantage towards the hitter. So the first prop I have for you guys is Cedric Mullins over 6.5 hitter fantasy score, and Trey Turner over 5.5 hitter fantasy score. And with these two, let's start off with Mr. Trey Turner. So with Trey Turner, he hits righties really well. Pretty righties and lefties. He has the identical average of 298, which is really good. That's almost a 300 average. He's going up today against one of the best pitchers in baseball, Mr. Jacob DeGrom, who's actually went over to the Texas Rangers now. So, and he has a career batting average against the ground, which is not bad. Most people are in like the 100 point batting average against him because he's so dominant. But he's batting 239 against him, 9 base hits, 1 double, and 1 home run against him, and he has 3 RBIs. So he has a pretty good track record against him. This is his season average of just getting a hit on how many times he got a hit last year. So he played in 82 games, I believe, and he's had a hit in every game. He's only missed not getting hit in 10 games last year with the Dodgers. So I really like him in this spot, and I think with the Phillies, being as though he's on the Phillies now, that he will be a leadoff hitter for us. So as I say us because I'm a Phillies fan, but this is his first game as a Philly. He wants to make a big impact and show why he is why they spent all that money on him to be able to be one of the best shortstops in baseball, which I believe he is. But I don't think they have the lineups out. They kind of just have everybody's career stats against them. So be sure to check for like lineups. I know one thing with Baseball Savant is they show you like the batting order split. So when he's batting leadoff, he has a 337 average against righties and lefties, and then when he's batting second, he's at 221. So either where you put him in the lineup, he's going to produce. And I think he said in an interview earlier in spring training that he just wants to be the best version of himself, and he wants to be a dangerous hitter when he gets into the box and not be an easy out and be able to battle and make pitchers work. So I look for him to do that against DeGrom. And then if he's the batting leadoff, a lot of times pitchers try to get a feel for the game and how the umpire is going to call the game. So that could lead to him getting a potential walk. And if you guys aren't familiar with the scoring chart for baseball, so basically for hitters, if you get a single, you get 3 points. So plus 3 points for a single, plus 5 points for a double. For a triple is plus 8. A home run is plus 10. If he let's say he gets on first base via a single, double, a triple, or just a walk, and he scores, that's plus 2. If he gets an RBI, if it's a runner on second and third base, and they score, that's plus 2 points. As well as if he gets a walk, that's plus 2, and then if he's hit by a pitch, that's plus 2 points as well. And then, as I stated previously, the big thing is stolen bases this year is going to be up based on the pickoff attempt rule, where you only can throw over twice. So if the pitcher throws over twice and he doesn't get him out, more than likely that next pitch, the runner will be going on that pitch because they can throw over there again and not get him because he's going to advance to second regardless. So I think stolen base is a big potential in both of these picks that I have for you guys, and Mullins and Turner. So I think that's going to play really well for both of them. So they should have a boost to their fantasy if they were to get on and steal. So I really like Trey Turner in this spot. If he gets a stolen base and let's say he gets a walk, he should be able to cover this line as well. Another thing too is moving on to Cedric Mullins. He's the same. He's going up against Corey Kluber, who he's had really good success against. I think it's only one time that in his career that he's faced him where he hasn't gotten a hit or got on base. So I really like his potential here. Even if he gets like a hit or in a walk, he should be able to go over a hit, walk, and then if he scores, he should be able to go over the 6.5 line. Or even just if he gets a walk and a stolen base, he should be able to go over because 5 plus 2 is 7. So he should be able to go over easily on both of those. And then also in his career against Corey Kluber, he has a 339 batting average against him. And he's a better right-handed better at hitting righties than lefties. And I'll kind of show you guys that here. Let me see, pull it up. So Cedric Mullins. But one thing to note about him, as you can see, like his sprint rate is excellent. So meaning he has excellent speed. As you can see here, sprint speed is an 80th percentile, so he's one of the best. He doesn't really strike out a lot, which is really good. So he will be able to extend at bats a little bit. Doesn't have he's just chase rate is 45 percentile, so it's pretty average for him. So But as far as his splits, like I was telling you guys, he has a 279 batting average against righties as opposed to a 209 batting average against lefties. So, and he bats lefty, so that kind of pretty much describes why. Because if a pitcher is right-handed or throwing from the opposite side of the plate as opposed to a lefty, where a lot of the pitches when they're thrown, they're kind of tailing in. Or if he throws like let's say it's a lefty and he throws a slider, the slider will tail away from Mullins, so it will kind of go towards the third base side of the plate. So I really, really like these two guys for opening day. I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And then once again, I'll go over the picks for you guys. Cedric Mullins over 6.5 hitter fantasy score. Trey Turner over 5.5 hitter fantasy score as well. So I appreciate you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back at you with some more picks for tomorrow. And see you next time.